Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rubeena Bano from BBA Department, Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. And today I am going to discuss very important as well as interesting topic of research, that is attributes and variable. In this video, I will discuss what is attributes and what is variables and its different types through examples, and at the end I will make you understand the different types by giving example to the research problem. Now, the first and the foremost question which raise in our mind that what is attributes, isn't it? So attributes is basically what? It is a characteristic of an object, person or a thing, etc. So attribute is a conceptual sense which describes someone's characteristics and features and someone's properties. For example, honesty and willingness, etc. Basically, attributes defines the quality which is exist in someone, and we cannot measure it, only feel the presence and absence. So while the variable in which varies, it means it is something that is need to be measured or vary. It may change from person to person or even within a person on over a time. So there are two important conditions for a variable. It should be vary and it should be measurable. For example, exam scores, absenteeism and motivation, income, etc. So the variable to put in a layman statement is something that can change or can have a more than one value. A variable is the name which implies one, something that varies. It may be a weight, height, anxiety level, income, body temperature and so on. So it could be a demographic, physical or a social, and it could include the religion, income, occupation, temperature, humidity, language, food and fashion, etc. Some variables can be quite concrete and clear, such as gender, birth order, types of blood group, etc. While the others can be considerably more abstract and vague. So in order to convert any concept into a variable, they should be measurable through the scale of measurement. For example, like gender is a variable and it can take a two values, male or a female. The another one is a marital status. That marital status is basically the variable. It can take on a values of never married or single or married, divorced or widow. The another important example is a family income. It is an income which is a variable. It can take on the values from 0 to billion of rupees. Another example which we have added, that is a person's attitude toward the woman empowerment, is a variable. It can range from highly favorable to a highly unfavorable. So there are different types of the variables and having their influence differently in a study. Example, independent and dependent variables, continuous and categorical variables, extraneous and demographic variable. So we will go through one by one. The first one is an independent variable. The independent variable is basically the antecedent, while the dependent variable is the consequent. So if the independent variable is an active variable, then we manipulate the values of the variable to study its effect on another variable. For example, time spent studying causes a change in exam marks. So here, time spent studying is an independent variable, while the exam marks is a dependent variable. So basically, dependent variable is the variable that is affected by the independent variable. Dependent variable is a dependent on the independent variable. Now come to the next type, that is a categorical. A categorical variable uses a descriptive categories instead of a numerical or a measured categories. Categorical variables are subjective or inconsistent items that can be grouped together, and they can have a set number of values, but there is not any sort of objective difference between those values. So categorical variable are things that can be described like a color, taste and preferences. There are two types of a categorical variables. On the behalf of that we can measure. The first is a nominal one and the second one is a ordinal. While a continuous variable can be any value within a particular range, the variable is a continuous because it includes everything, all values and intermediate values don't to infinity, while a continuous variable might have a range to limit its upper and a lower values. It does not have a prescribed set of values as a discrete variable does. So the set of real numbers is a continuous variable. There are two types of a continuous variable, the interval and ratio. I hope you like this topic, and please like, share and subscribe Tecnia TV. Thank you.